Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. New Zealand overnight data beats the expectations. Trade balance is way better than 670 million and trade balance is shrinks to minus 4.81 million. Exports trade balance and adjusted trade balance data from Japan, where a mixed bag of data on the export were in line with the expectations, down from 4 to 2%. CPI data from the UK beats the expectations. The CPI increased from 2.6% to 3.5%, which is way bigger than 3.3% expectations. At 9 o'clock, a European Central Bank non-monetary policy meeting starts. Then we have the speech from the German Buba Balz at 9:35. Then we got the ECB financial stability review at 10 o'clock. And 1 hour and 30 minutes later, we got the German 10-year bond auction. New housing price index from Canada are scheduled for release at 2:30. Crude oil inventories from the US are scheduled for release at 4:30. Together with the Cushing crude oil inventories, ECB Lane will give a speech at 6 o'clock, and 15 minutes later, FOMC member Bowman will give a speech. At the end of the day, at 7 o'clock, 20-year bond auction from the US will take place. So boring. Basically, expect the crude oil inventories. Expect for the crude oil traders. Quite boring US session. Quite nice London session, and the Asian session were as well full of data. So without any further ado, let's go to the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the euro dollar, this is 30-minute chart. As you can see, it's going up, but if we see the same chart on the 4-hour time frame, from our time frame point of view, we can see that we broke above the 100 periods moving average out above the upper channel line, and the recent high was made at 1.1354, just below the technical resistance at 1.1385. So there's like 30 pips miss. Momentum is strong. Momentum is very positive. There is still some small room to the upside on the average side before we will hit the extremely overbought conditions. There is still small room to the upside here on the chart before the technical resistance is hit. So the outlook remains bullish, and the chances for the correction to complete at the level of 1.1059 for the wave 4 correction are getting higher. Let me just now move this count a little bit higher, number 4 of course for this count, and that's about it. Fibonacci we are going to get rid of the from the chart, and now this is the situation. As I said, we are still waiting for the wave 5 to the upside. We are waiting for the wave 5 to unfold. The first indication of the wave 5 is unfolding, breakout above 1.1385, and then towards wave 3 high 1.1573. Please notice this is pretty nice bullish price, let's say development, impulsive cycle development. However, we got 3 waves. So unfortunately, any breakout below this level here, 1.1266, from the Elliott wave point of view, will invalidate our impulsive scenario to the upside. So please keep an eye on this level, 1.1266. Now cable. After the data, so the cable after the data is following our path very smoothly, and after the breakout above the trend line, above the 1.31 technical resistance level, we made a new swing high at the level of 1.3467, just as expected. So the wave 3 is unfolding. We are waiting for the correction in wave 5, and then wave 4, correction in the wave 4, and then last wave to the upside should be done, wave 5. 1, 2, 3, let's say 4 and 5 looks good for the wave 3 here to be completed. However, we might go a little bit higher way above these levels here. So let's just switch the resistance for the support. 1.3357, the other one is 1.54, and the last one is 1.3554. So that's the situation here. All right, we got the support. Now there's some sort of the pin bar being produced on this for our time frame chart. Nevertheless, it still look good. Shall we get rid of the? No, we just leave it here. We just leave the trend line here. There you go. So this is how it looks like. Here you are, and the outlook remains bullish. Please notice there is a pin bar forming here, and it all depends what will be the final shape of this candles. For now, bears are in the short term, bears are pushing the prices lower. Because of the crude oil data, let's take a look at the crude oil, and as you can see here on the crude oil chart, the crude oil doesn't do much here. We retraced 38% of the Fibonacci retracement scale of this last swing to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves done. Retracement. This is clearly corrective, so possibly our current scenario should, according to the Elliott wave, should incorporate some sort. If this is the top for the impulsive wave, so that's the wave A, that's the wave B. What is missing? Wave C to the down side. So that should be another very important level. If I switch to the wave A low, 60.46, that might be the target for the regular ABC simple correction. This one doesn't actually work. No one cares about this level anymore. So let me just place this for the as a technical resistance, and now this level is 63.89, and the wave B high, as you can see, the candle that the wave B high was made is was made with a very long upper shadow for this pin bar. So there's clearly some sort of the bearish pressure on the market. After the data, we might see some kind of a sell-off to the downside. Otherwise, due to the potential 5 waves here in the first impulsive cycle, the outlook remains quite. When the wave 3, the outlook remains bullish. All right, let's take a look at the SP500. We haven't seen this one quite yet. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Slowly but surely, we are grinding our way towards the level of 6,000. If we zoom out, you can see that this very nasty sell-off after the tariffs were announced has been completely retraced, and now the target is 6,200 level, which is of course which will be the new all-time high. However, we got this positive momentum during this upward movement, so that's fine. Nevertheless, we are still trying to test the level of 50 on the RSI, which is never a good idea. Because we might see some sort of the downside movement quite soon if we won't bounce on the level of a 50. So please keep an eye on the current situation with the internal local weak supports. So this supports comes with yesterday support 5,873, and let's say we got this swing low 5,847, and let me just place one more. There's quite interesting technical support somewhere here, 5,818. Obviously 100 periods moving average will provide the technical support as well. And last but not least, Bitcoin. What is going on with the Bitcoin? Well, the Bitcoin is doing quite well. We have a breakout out of our yellow zone. This is the range zone. We are back inside of the where? Yes, we are trading inside of the supply zone. Big supply zone, all-time high. Let's say $110,000, and the local high was made $1,750. And it looks like with this kind of a positive momentum, there is a chance that this breakout was a final one. Nevertheless, we don't know that for sure, so let me just leave this box here, because we might see another push back inside to the box and then another breakout to the upside, push inside to the box, another breakout to the all-time high, for example. That how the current scenario might work. So quite nice situation here on the Bitcoin, still bullish but fighting with the supply zone, so the bears will push the price, will try to push the price lower. Now Ethereum, very nice breakout above the trend line. Yesterday we got the breakout towards 2586 and then got rejected, moved lower, and today, as you can see, 2614. So it looks like the bulls are having problem with this level somehow. We will mark it as a technical resistance right now. Very big red flag is being printed on our 4-hour time frame chart just below the level of 50. This is the level of 50. This is how much we retrace of the last swing to the downside. So the bulls are trying to retrace higher, but they are getting rejected, and the momentum is only 55 points. It's positive, but it's not strong. So the bulls must fight more. No one cares about this line anymore. It was violated, tested, and broken. So right now the only things we as a bulls should care about, if you are bull, you should care about 2584 and 2646. This is the zone that if it's violated, then there is a chance that we will break even above the 50% Fibonacci retracement towards 61%. However, it doesn't actually look that strong anymore. The market of Ethereum, we need to wait for the further confirmation. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.